Okay, welcome to my channel, my dear good friends. As you know, I go by the names Zacchaeus Coca-Cola. Preferably, you can call me Zac. So, the name of my YouTube channel, you can search it as Senior Zac. So, the moment you search Senior Zac, you will find my name in the link bio. I beg you, friends, and I beseech you, let us grow together. This is a new YouTube channel that I'm trying to grow. So today, this morning, I came up with 5 topics of how to make your human, how to make your woman happy in the bedroom. Basically, we'll be we'll be doing vlogs, we'll be doing some edutaining programs also on the relationship. So my channel is kind of general because I'm still looking for member and for eligibility for the YouTube, so as I can go live in my streaming. So right now we are at 29 subscribers, my good friends. I beseech you, let us grow together. Let us start this journey, all of us together, for the betterment of this program. Thank you. So in this topic, on matters relationship or on matters matrimonial bed, there are 5 ways of making, not really 5 ways, there are several ways of making your human happy. But these points, I've synchronized them into major 5. Because when I was going through them, I came to discover that one beats the other, one spins the other. So I lumped them together, then I separated them into each bullet point. So most of the times there have been several discussions, either in social media, either in any social place, whether in the restaurants, in the bar, in the local club, in our professional meetings, in the girls only meeting, boys only meeting, men only meeting, men's conference, the issue of relationship when it comes to bearded meat. I know when I speak to bearded meat, I guess you guys understand the issue of sex. Women sometimes brand women or ladies, sometimes they brand men as 2 minute men. Men also sometimes they claim, oh, there are other issues or other attributes attached to their poorly performing the sacrosanct bearded meat eating. So to dispel other rumors, because me, I always think or am of this school of thought that when a man and a woman comes together, they are not 2 separate individuals or entities. They form one entity. That even God said, whatever I put whatever I put together, no any other human being or any other thing that will separate them what? Son, which means the calculation of God Himself. It's so miraculous. It's so sacred. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Which means a woman and a man coming together, they form one entity. Which means they should be enjoying these things without showing middle finger to any other partner, or apportioning blame or attributing shortcomings to one of the individuals. Are you getting together? So which means whenever sex is poorly done, the both partners must come into terms with it and must agree both of them are fair. Because both of you are contributing to the pleasure, both of you are contributing to the success of such sacred activity. Are you getting it together? So we must come to the point of us getting to know that whatever we are doing is so sacred. That begs the question, are you ready for sex? Are you ready for sex? It is a question that doesn't really need yes answer, but it's so subjective, it's not objective. It has got its own objective, but it are kinds of looking and elaborative measures for you to ask yourself a question, both physically, emotionally, and at the backdrop of very many questions that might be bugging your mind and lack answers at the same time. There are other things that you have to come in terms of, are you ready for sex? Simply means it introduces you to the world of timelessness. Sometimes it can introduce you to the world of fantasies, but you have to deal with such kind of questions. Not kind of rhetoric questions, but it must find out, do you know the whatever act sex that you want to do? Whom are you doing it with? Where are you doing it with? Then after the activity, what next? The aftermath that might have cropped up after the old thing, can you be able to deal with it? It could be a persecution. Somebody might just call you a two-minute man. Psychologically, it can affect you big time. Are you getting? Another one party might have fully satisfied, and you leave either of your partner wanting for more. So it depends on where you sit, it depends on your perception, but generally it can raise your morale, it can boost your morale, and at the same time it can subject you to unwanted suffering. Are you there? So these are the 5 ways of making a woman happy into the bedroom. Point number 1, we must learn the basic art of foreplay. So when I talk that we must learn the basic art of the foreplay, this one doesn't necessarily mean during the act. There's a foreplay that comes, the emotional foreplay that really comes even before the activity. Either it introduces the activity that are supposed to be done. Either it's like you're forecasting the unforeseen activity, or you're forecasting of the precedented activity that awaiting the real action point. For example, what called the early preparation. You must be ready to prepare your partner, both of you. It is a two-way traffic, not. So there are some other verbal cues, non-verbal cues that sometimes you have to look into your partner. Either. So early in the morning when you wake up, just behave in a way that is so suggestive that maybe if you come early from work or later in the evening, there is an activity that you already prepared your partner that today it's gonna be fire. Today the bearded meat must be eaten. Today the bearded meat and the magic stick must perform a certain miracle, that the two of you must come out of it so clearly that we are satisfied. Are we getting together? So, early preparation, it is the essence. It's of essence before the sexual activity. Later, maybe in the day, later, maybe at night when you're sleeping, either. So, the verbal cues or communication must be so clear. Maybe early in the morning when you wake up, the good communication where you are at work, you might communicate in a way that really stimulates your partner's mind and making them feel that today things must be there. So you've started to prepare for the sexual activity right in the morning when you're leaving the house. When you're at work, Are you there? When you're coming home, so both of the partner you are in the mood. It is not you getting home. There was no communication during the daytime. Therefore, you just tell your woman or your lady or your man, turn over. Hence the 2 minutes baggage that you'll ever carry that will torment you psychologically. Are you getting that? Point number 2, it is the sexual pleasures. So the sexual pleasure simply means it is not the activity. This also might be done before the what? Before sexual activity. Maybe you might be in the bed. Maybe in preparation of the main sexual activity. The romantic conversation, number 1. Are you there? How do you communicate? You must communicate, or you must speak into your partner's ears what only the mouth has spoken. Are you there? What only the mouth has spoken, but the ears hasn't got the wind of it. In each and every life, as men, women, we've been told myriads of words. We've been told arrays of words. Sometimes, you've heard them from your sex that at one point your ex treated you so badly. So which means if you overheard such kind of an information again, it might send you back. It might also send you back how you are, how do you call it? How your ex really behaved badly with you. So which means you must study your woman. Then specifically you have to communicate to her in a manner that it's so romantic. So the romantic conversation, are you there? This one, maybe you're at work, you find a space of time, how are you, honey? How are you doing? Everything's good. You're looking good. Or whenever she wakes up early in the morning before you get out for work, you must compliment her in a way that is so romantic. Are you there? Or maybe you find, honey, how are you? You might come over to my workplace, we go to lunch together, so you go to lunch. Mainly, you just wanted to see her. You're passing an information into her ear. Are you there? Because most of women and ladies are being carried faster with the presence of the what? With the ears. What they hear. Are you there? What new they are hearing that they haven't been told. So you must tread carefully here. Another one is kissing. It introduces the pleasure. Remember, we have sensualism. So this is one kind of the component of sexuality. So sensuality from the word of senses. We have the 5 senses. Kissing is one of them. We have the ear. You have to tell them so that they feel. So it's like they're having sexual pleasure before you really get into the act. So you are preparing. The mind must be ready for everything. So kissing must be one of it. It must introduce that pleasure. Are you there? Touching, you must touch, subjectively, you are still in the bed, the foreplay, all kind of things. So the question is not a matter of just touching. It's a matter of also you both leading each other to sensitive parts that whenever it is touched, it arouses you or it brings you so close into the real activity. Are we getting together? And again, the sexual arousal. The sexual arousal now, it encompasses myriads of things. Are you there? The conversation, how someone is clean, how someone is smelling. Are you there? So you must be smelling good. You must not be stressed, smelling bad. Are you there? You must be so clean to arouse you. So, because men also are being carried faster with the presence of the sight. What they see that's so pleasant to the eye, they tend to come closer to you. So, ladies, also you have to take notes on that. Number 3, the compliments. So the compliments, this comes now when you are in your bedroom. Are you there? You are getting ready to that. So you have to compliment each other. maybe there is a particular part of the body of this partner, of this young woman, that really, the moment you see, mind blocks you, gives you kind of a result that you need, and makes you go jiggy jiggy. Are you getting me? So this part of the body you must compliment. Wow, I love your boobs. Wow, I love your butts. Wow, I love your shape. But you do it in a manner such that doesn't come with the negativity. You don't overdo it. You do it so precisely. You must come out clear, so that the lady must not get into the mind that this guy is just doing this because she wants to lay me down. So you have to be sincere and honest with what you see, then you compliment. Then you don't overdo it. It might bring problem going forward. Are you together? So whatever you lack in the body, compliment. Number 4, communication. You have the communication during the act. Now this is the act. Now you are eating the bearded meat. The magic stick as made with the bearded meat, and you are in the real act. There is communication therein. It must be both non-verbal communication and verbal communication. So you must read the person's mind. So how does this communication help us to achieve all this? So this communication might help you to do what you call the positioning adjustment. A lady must be in a position, and a man also, you have to adjust with it. You have also to talk. How do you feel? Are you comfortable in this position? Are you getting this? Or what makes you happy that you want us to explore? So you always explore. You come into agreement. Then what I always say is, like, most of it are so non-verbal. You just find you are in one, your emotional feeling at that level really resonates. Before a lady decides to do this, you find a man, you are already thinking of that. It's like you are in sync with the mind or with the psychological thoughts of a woman. So whatever the position a woman takes, you just find yourself, you are into it. Are you there? So you have freedom to communicate. This one also will let you know, I'm not feeling comfortable. Do this one, you'll turn me off. Or do this one, you'll turn me on. So you know what kind of buttons you have to dial so that you reach the maximum orgasm. Are you getting that? So communication. And this one also will let you know when the lady is not satisfied, so that all of you together must discuss what can I do to make you rich? And this one also introduces the last point, which is the 5th point. We call it handling for the strongest sexualism. Are you there? So the connection before falling asleep. Generally, men, after doing sex, after ejaculation, most men tend to be so what? To be so weak. Because the level of oxygen in their body has gone down. So which means most of it, they will get off and sleep. And this is the history and a story that men also must be so careful. A woman, women really don't like it when you haven't satisfied them. Then you fall asleep. It really subjects them to some kind of psychological torture. So the best thing, man, even if it is 2 minutes or 5 minutes, spare some 2 minutes or 5 minutes, you continue talking to this lady. Later you cuddle the lady. There's nothing that makes a woman so embraced, so cared for, that after sex, yes, you haven't satisfied her, but you resorted to what? To cuddle her through the night, so that whenever you sleep together. Do you know a lady can reach orgasm just by the smell of your body that's doing good? You haven't achieved orgasm through the act, but there is how you can explore, such that she can be at par with you. The smell, still the component of sexuality, that is sensualism. Are you getting it? So there's that connection. You know, you are connected and you are in sync on how you think. You are in sync on how you do things. So you do not fall asleep. Later, you come together, you talk, then you sleep together as you cuddle with each other. Are you there? This one, you will make a woman so happy. You'll make your woman as a king, a queen, and the woman will treat you as a king in forever life. Until next time, we have to meet. Guys, always remember to subscribe at Senior Zach. Always remember to comment, like, and share my videos. Let us grow together. I'm at 30 subscribers. Guys, take me up to 1,000 subscribers so that I can be able to do more content that's so related for you to enjoy. Until next time, let's meet. Thank you guys.